I'm still setting up. I'm still setting up a lot. Hello everyone. I'll be done in a bit. I'm awake. I'm just. It's too early. I haven't set up everything that I need to set up. Hang on. Let me make the music less overpowering. Hello everyone. Hello. I am flustered. It's too early in the morning to be doing this. I've got stuff I need to do later on, so I can't stay for that long. And I need to get used to my new toggles. Hello. Give me a sec. Let me put on everything I need to put on for the stream. I haven't even tested my camera yet, so you guys are gonna see weird angles later on. I've grabbed the wrong arm warmer. Hang on. I got the right arm warmer for my hands. Hello everybody. Hi Simpanzi, hi Andrew, hi Meteorite. Looks at the time, it's noon. It's noon for you. It's early in the apocalypse. The sun you see behind me, that's the sunrise. It's sun rising. And it's who else I miss? I saw Baker, I saw Elora. Welcome Elora. Who else? Ditman, hello Ditman. Baker. I think that's Spacey. Hello, Spacey. Hello. Welcome to the stream. It's still early today because Tene has dinner in the afternoon with people. All the people that you meet for reunion dinners and all that. How's everybody doing though? It's nearly the middle of the week. It's after the middle of the week for some people. It's late for me. Oh no, Andrew, if you need to sleep, please do sleep. Don't stay awake on my behalf. Go get the rest that you deserve to get. It's tiring. No time to lurk. Hello, Gloomjaw. Have fun lurking. Okay? If everybody who needs to sleep, please go and sleep. Oh yes, thank you, Lycan, for the pat. I'm sorry, I'm a mess. I haven't been able to see. Never been able to shut up properly. Everything is a mess right now. On my desk, you will see in a moment. But how's everybody doing? I've been busy. I've been busy doing all of the usual Lunar New Year stuff. Actually, Tene Tene has a confession to make to all of you. You might never see me the same way again after I tell you can't sleep while Ten is streaming. You can sleep. You can sleep. You can leave me on. I know people have left me on because they say my voice helps them sleep. I don't believe any of them, but if it does help, then you can just leave me on, and I'll help you sleep. But yes, my confession is that, chat, I've told all of you not to gamble and to save your money and be financially sound. But over the holidays, the very, very brief holiday, Tene did partake in a little bit of gambling, a little bit of gambling fun. And I won. I won $25 over 2 days. But Lunar New Year is a time where a lot of people get together and they come and they gamble and they play games. I want to see if you guys can guess what game is it that Tene actually won at. If you can guess what gambling game I think I'm actually not bad at, that I was able to win $25. Let's go, Mula. Now, don't gamble, because if Tene had lost, Tene will be telling you the story about how I lost $25 today. But can you guess what game it was that I won at? I really like this game. It's one of my favorite games during the holidays. Poker? No, not poker. Actually, I don't really know the rules of poker very well. I know I should learn. I know what blackjack is. It's not blackjack. I'll make it simpler for all of you. It was not a card game. There were no cards involved. But it's a very common game that people play during the Lunar New Year in certain countries. And this game, I'm giving you all of hints. Mahjong, yeah. Chimpanzees got it. It was Mahjong. Mahjong has many rules depending on where you go. So Japan has their own rules. China has their own rules. Korea, I think they also have their own rules. But I love playing Mahjong. It sounds really exotic, right? For those of you who don't know what it is, basically it's like a tile game and you're supposed to get a certain pattern. But it gets really complicated because there's a bunch of other rules on top of getting certain patterns, like seating and wind direction and shooter rules and all a bunch of stuff. Maybe one day I'll teach all of you to play. But I'm scared that would get flagged as a gambling stream. Teach us the game. I want to. It's actually really, really fun. I was talking about it to a friend of mine a while back. I was texting them while I was playing, and I was just telling them all the rules of Mahjong, and I think I overwhelmed them because there's just so much to talk about Mahjong. And the way I play is just one variation of the game. There's tons and tons of other ways to play the game based on where you're at. I want to teach you. Would it be considered a gambling stream? Outriders used to play that every weekend. Ooh. Would that be considered a gambling stream if I taught all of you how to play Mahjong? I think some people like it because you get to do a bit more than you get to do in poker or blackjack. I serve them coffee to get a share of their wins. Not gambling if there's no money. Oh, but the most fun part of it is the points. Because it's not just a game about winning or losing. There are points to be earned in Mahjong. And the more points you get, the more the more cash you can get. But it's super, super fun. And I don't know, maybe Ilara is secretly a master because they've served coffee to people who play Mahjong. And they're like the side character that they've been observing this whole time. But really, they're secretly a Mahjong god. It's really fun, but it's really, really confusing for people who have never played it before. So when you look at somebody playing it, if you don't understand the game, it's really hard. Hi, Lamp. Hello. It's been so long since we've seen you. Hello, Lamp. Welcome back to the stream. I'm just telling people about how I've been gambling over the holidays. Oh no, they only pay me to set the tiles for them. I cannot play. Who knows? Maybe you got a sixth sense for it after seeing the tiles for so long. And the tiles are so pretty. I love the game partially because there's a bunch of tiles you can play with and they make really nice clicking sounds. I don't think I'll ever do ASMR, but I like hearing those little clicking, clacking stone sounds. They used to be made out of ivory tiles in the very, very olden days. But nowadays they're just made out of, like, you know, plastic, and they're not bone anymore. The bones ones are very expensive. Can anyone teach us to gamble? No. I tried to teach a little bit to my friend yesterday because I was talking to them about it. But they were they were overwhelmed because it's a lot of information. It's one of those games that you learn as you play. Sorry, since when different time zones you just stream it for me, like, why I'm glad. Oh, that's alright, Lamb, don't feel bad about that. I know I'm in a time zone where I'm usually opposite quite a bunch of people. I'm glad to be able to stream early today so I can talk to everyone and you know, just spend some time with everyone. Yes, the clacking sounds are so satisfying. I know. They're like, I wish I had some with me right now. They're like, oh, this doesn't do it justice. I'm trying to tap on my needle box, but it doesn't do it justice. Go and look up mahjong videos, and you can hear how satisfying the little clacking sounds are. Some people use automatic tables nowadays to arrange tiles. It's convenient, but I don't like it because then you lose all of the clacking sounds. And the sounds of, it's called washing, where you mix the tiles in between every round so they're random. So when you wash the tiles, they make this just wonderful noise. It's so nice to hear. And you know, you get to talk with people and you get to banter. I think one of the reasons I really like mahjong is because it's one of the few games I can play with my relatives or my family, because we don't have many common interests, but mahjong is one of them. So we get to play it every holiday and sometimes on special occasions. We just it's a game that requires a lot of preparation though, because you need a whole table, you need 4 chairs, you need the tiles, you need to arrange the tiles, then you need to get the chips that we use for money, and you need to arrange that. It's kind of like poker. We will donate so you can find any tiles in the apocalypse. There is one. There is Persona 5 came out of a mahjong set, and it's so nice. I would never buy it because it's really expensive, and the tiles, as nice as they are, they're not that readable. But it's a really nice set. Mahjong sets can go for upwards of like $300 just because it's so hard to create them. There's a Hello Kitty set out there as well. There's a lot of airplane lines have made their own set. Mahjong is indeed absolute peak. Yes, little lamp, you know what I mean. What else? I bet there's a Pikachu set. There's probably a Pokemon mahjong set out there. It's really popular in all the Asian countries, and luckily, a lot of the Asian countries are the ones making video games, so we get a lot of theme sets from everybody. But yeah, I am. That's my gambling addiction of the week. Let's see. I'm gonna try and set up my camera now for sewing, because I came here to sew. You might see a few weird angles because I haven't set this up yet properly. So that's me. And what's this big green thing that's over here? Oh, I know what it is. Hang on, let me get everything set up. It's not set up properly because I was rushing at the beginning of this stream. Let's see, is it? Okay. What's this weird thing at the side here? At this, which side is it coming? Oh, I see. I need to push it out more. And let me get up the proper picture that we are trying to do of Crony. I used to play the single player mahjong on my grandma's PC. I hope you get to play with people one day, or you are playing with people one day, because the whole point of mahjong is you get together, you watch the tiles, you play with each other, and you just get to talk with one another, and you get to talk a bit of I don't know if I'm allowed to curse. You get to talk poopy to each other. You get to talk poop to each other. You get to rile each other up. You get to psychologically play with one another. I always say that mahjong is 60% luck. Luck is the most important. 20% skill and 20% psychological manipulation. That's how it works. What's this Crony's picture? Where did you go, Crony? Can't find him now. Ah, there he is. Okay, sounds like late night poker nights with my friends. Yeah, I think it's as fun as poker, but I like it because it's a little bit more involved. You get to do a bit more things rather than just actually I don't know. I've never played poker. I think you pick cards in poker. Is that correct? Okay. Let's see. Today we're gonna work on Necronival's accessories. We are so close to getting him done. Let me change the category as well, so that we are in the correct category. This zombie needs clothes. I was told there's a handicraft category. I don't know if that's true. Handicraft. Nope, I'm still getting handicap. Got arts and craft. Arts or crafting. Craft has. I can't see. Craft. Wait, I have a mouse. Ito. Craft. I don't see. I've been lied to. There is a craft category. Only has 28 followers. Is there a plushie making category? I think I checked this last time. Plush. No, there's not. If anybody knows the correct category I am supposed to be in, please let me know. I've been just using art. Just been using art as a character. Now it's giving me plushie souls. What? Okay. We're now correctly in the art category of things. And hello everyone. Let me move myself a little bit so that I'm not so much in the way of things. Hello everybody. Hello. Once again, I'm wearing the pink and blues. I'm gonna shift a little few stuff around just so it's easier for everyone to see everything. And what's under this cloth? What's under this extremely bulky cloth? That I can't. Can I tell you that I can't show it off screen? This is how big. This is how big it is beneath this cloth. It's firstly, it's all my sewing things that are under here. Secondly, it is also our little zombo boy, zombie Necronival carnival sort of thing. Hello, say hello, Crony. Actually, I think Crony is actually streaming right now. If you guys want to go and watch, Crony, please go and watch Crony, cause he stopped. I saw him streaming. I think he ended it right in the time that I was setting up. Oh well. Yes, please go watch Crony whenever you can. He's really fun to watch. And he's enormous. He's too big, chat. Look, I can't even get his entire head in frame because of his ears. I can try and zoom out. I can raise. This is as far as it will go. I've raised it. This Crony is a big fat head. Really big body. He's super big. I can show you guys in comparison to. I've got Vela with me. I've got Vela over here. Look how small she is in comparison to how big. Like this is both of their feet first. She comes up to here. She comes up to here on him. You can see she's like up to his forehead. I like it. Hello. Hi, Spacey again. So she's. I thought she was big. I thought I made her plushie really big. Well, it kind of is. You can't really see her. I thought I made her really big, but then look at this boy. You can't even see him. Look at how huge he is. And don't worry, for all of you who are very concerned He does have a booty. He does have a butt. He does have a little butt. It's gonna be a bit covered up, unfortunately, which is probably for the best because it's a weirdly shouldn't touch. It's really lumpy. But the body. So yes, what have I done? Well, obviously you guys have seen the body. He's come together. He's got his ribs. He's got his heart. Yes, inside his heart it's full of glitter. If you saw on stream, he's got his little legs. His feet for all of you crony fans. This is what you're here for. He's got his lace over here, and this is a few layers so you can sort of see the inside of it. And I created his bow on the back. I'm not the happiest with it, I'll be honest, because it took me a while to create, and I was really into the process of it. But then I feel like we've done better. Looking back on it, looking on the shape of it now, it feels a little bit wonky to me, a bit too bulky. But that's alright. I decided, alright, I'm just gonna run with it. Don't worry about this ugly seam though, because I am gonna cover it up. I was thinking about doing an eyeball, because he's got a lot of eyeballs around him. We don't have a view on the back of his head, so I have no idea what it actually looks like in reality, unless Crony wants to send it to me. But I was thinking about doing a giant eyeball. But also, if you guys have any suggestions on what you think I should put as an ornament over here, please let me know. I am half tempted to do a miniature Cosme Roach, so that where a part of us is on here. But this is Crony's plushie. I feel I'll avoid it this time. I'll find a way to put something of us on here in the next time. But maybe a little eye, maybe green in color, just to represent us and all the Cosme Roaches, so that Crony has no choice but to remember who made this plush. And I've also added this. You can't see it. The thing that makes me sad is that you can't see a lot of the details because of just how big his head is. How it's bigger than my hand. I have small hands though, so that might not count. I've done this little lace as well, because he has lace in the back of his portrait. I can actually show it off. He's got this little lace over here. So I found like the perfect ones. They're nearly exact matching. There's no way I could have done this on my own, so I found these ones. Tene is tiny. I'm small. I found these ones right here. Look how good they match. Look how well they match the ones that are actually in his drawing. And it makes me so sad that you can't actually see them very well because they're just so... Oops. They're just so... how do I make this small? They're just so hidden behind his ginormous, enormous, big-brained head. There, I said it. I said Crony is big-brained. This is proof. This is proof of how big-brained Crony is. Let me make this smaller. Let me plug some stuff in because everything's low on battery. Because I didn't charge anything before the stream. Scuffed. Oh yeah, look how big his head is. I don't know if there's anything else for comparison. Like this is scissors. These are scissors next to his head. I guess they're not the best reference because scissors can come in all sizes. What else can I use to reference? There's not much I can use to reference around here. Everything's really big. I guess a standard needle, right? Needles are standard sewing sizes. And look how big his head is in comparison to one singular needle. It's huge. It's huge and it's only getting bigger. I think it's growing. I think this plushie is cursed and it's been infused with Necronival's energy and it's just growing bigger every day, and one day it's gonna take over. Yes, today I actually wanted to work on I'll show it to you and I wonder if any of you can guess. I've sewn this together. I've just sewn a bunch of white rectangles together. Today I'm gonna work on his shorts. As you can see up in the corner, he's got these little shorts under his pants. And I'm gonna try to work on that. I've sewed this long thing. And I'm just gonna wrap it around his body first. It's long enough to go around his body, thankfully. It looks like he's just wearing it. It looks like a diaper. Oh no. It's gonna be quite low cut. I've sewed it a little bit bigger because I do want to get a bit of the puffiness. I'm going to firstly pin these two together. And how's all of you guys' day? Be sure to let me know. I want to hear all about how you spent Lunar New Year if you did, or how you just spent the weekend if you didn't celebrate Lunar New Year. And I'm gonna need my pencil. Okay. Can I tell you guys a story as well about these two pencils? So this is meant to be a marking pencil. It even, if it would focus, even says it right here that this is a marking pencil. And I bought this specifically to mark on fabric because you have to see what you're gonna cut. It's easier when there are lines to follow. But look at if I undo this and I just scribble on the back. Look at this. Look how hard I have to press just to get like a singular mark. And it's not all that visible, which I guess maybe is the point. On white, it's not so bad. If I had a darker fabric, let's say this pink right here, and I try to just like I gotta scribble so hard just for me to get a singular mark, and I was really disappointed. And this is just a normal pencil. So normal Lyra pencil, not sponsored. And look, if I just very lightly look how much, look, it's the same effect. It's basically the same effect. It's this. It's this too, and this was much cheaper. This was much cheaper. It marks so much better. It still comes off because it's graphite. If I hit it in water, they'll both come off. But what was the point of this? Why would you sell it as a marking pencil if it can't even do the job of a regular pencil? So I was scammed. I think I have 2 of these because they came in a pack. I was scammed by it. I'll see what I can do with it. It's been raining a lot these past days. Oh yeah, we've also been getting a bunch of rain over here. I think maybe the world is shifting. Things are raining when they're not supposed to be raining. The climate's changing. Where's my needle? Okay. Actually, no, you know what? I should put this on backwards so that... No, I'll put it on front. I'll put it on front and I'll just wash it after to get rid of graphite stuff. So I'll pin it like this. And you can kind of see, okay, it's on his body now. And then what I can do is I can just follow the general shape of what I want. And I can just cut it accordingly. So this will probably be at the side. It will be sewn down onto his body so that it can't be removed. Because as much as I love all the details and I love dressing up dolls, the outfit he has would be too difficult to make removable. So I'm just gonna adjust it, make sure that it is roughly, there's a bunch of threads here, it's roughly lying where I want it to lie. And then I'm just going to very gently make out some markings of roughly where it's gonna be, and I'll know where to cut it. So this is about the middle line. Oh, actually over here is about the middle line. So it'll be over here. This will be the lowest point. We don't worry too much about the bottom because the bottom we're going to just make even. Looking at his pants, so it will be kind of like this. I think I'm gonna make it simple for the back. I'll just make it a straight line so it only dips in the front. So I roughly have the idea. Okay, I know roughly where to cut it, and I'll cut an inch above this line just so I have some space to work with. Right now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna trim it a little bit. I'm gonna get rid of all these threads. Kearney, you can stay. He's so big. I'm gonna just put you. There's nowhere I can put you. I'm gonna put you off screen. You're just too big. You're just too big, Crony. Here, you can do it like this, so he's sort of peeking in, kind of. Wow. He's kind of peeking in from the side over there. I'll put it behind me, and you can see him every so often. So let me trim some of these threads. Have you been enjoying the rain though? And even though it's raining a lot, like, do you like rain, or is it too troublesome if you have to go to work and all that? I really like the rain. Once in a while, I even like going out in the rain. But it can be troublesome if you're going somewhere. I think I much prefer it when you're indoors and it's raining outside. It's just a really, really nice sound. By the way, for the next plushie coming up is the plushie raffle winner. Good morning, Sulfur. I was just gonna talk about you and how you won the plushie raffle. It is gonna be your plushie. I need to prepare all the things to announce that it's your VTuber, your chosen VTuber. I will also shoot them a message just to let them know that, hey, I'm making this plushie of you. I just want you to know that if they say, hey, I'm uncomfortable with a plushie being made of me, then I will respect their wishes because it is their design. That's the only thing that you need to be aware of. That's the only case where it will be rejected. Well, it will also be rejected if they somehow get into major controversy, and I don't want to platform them. But let's not talk about those alternate realities. Just trim it out a little bit. I will trim it down further because I'm going to be cutting a bunch of this thread, so I'll probably have to re-sew some things as well. But it's alright, it's not so bad. The stitches should actually hold quite well. How am I? I'm alright. I've got stuff to do later. I've got stuff to do right after the stream. Got to prepare. I've told you all before, right? My manager is really nice. They give me a bunch of list of stuff to do. So I've got to do some content. I've got to do some shorts. I have a bunch of stuff planned. Oh, I was saying on Twitter, on the socials, on the Blue Sky, on the everywhere, that I've been into those choose your own door videos that people have been doing. You know, it's the usual backrooms one where there's like two doors. One of them looks really scary and one of them looks slightly less scary but still scary, and you gotta choose a door, and then they tell you all like, oh, you chose this door, like, what did you get? And those are very entertaining. Unfortunately, they are filled with AI, so I've stopped watching them. They still pop up every so often on my feed. I've told YouTube, stop recommending these channels to me. I don't want to be recommended AI stuff. But they are really fun. And I've been thinking, chat, about actually doing our own version on stream. Maybe for D&D spoilers. Yeah, just doing our own choose your door, and then chat having to survive whatever in that door. And I want to do it with real art. My dream is to be able to get a bunch of artists to do it. But for now, I think I'm just gonna draw everything because I don't have the budget for artists now, unfortunately. And you know, it would take a lot of work, like a whole illustration of a whole place. Sounds fun. I hope it's fun. I'm thinking we could play it a little bit on Twitch and a little bit on socials, where I can post the doors as well. And I don't know, maybe we'll have a little trend of like artists draw what's behind the door. Tell us what's behind the door. I want to support artists as best I can. Unfortunately, yeah. Now just our budget. So okay, so all this thread is gonna go. It's not gonna be wasted. It's going to go inside the stuffing bag, which is already full of some loose scrap cloth. I'm gonna take all of this thread. It will go back into a future stuffy. I think Crony is basically there's nothing else to stuff for him. Maybe his intestines when that happens. But yeah, I am going to now. I'm gonna trim the bottom, which is this. I'm gonna trim the bottom so it's more even. Actually, should I trim the bottom or should I? Yeah, I should trim the bottom. I'm gonna trim the bottom. So it's just gonna be. Let me get my sharper scissors for this. Listen to the ASMR of trimming noises. I know you guys can't hear it, but it's a really nice like scissor opening sound. I'm gonna try to just keep it relatively straight. It doesn't need to be super even. It just needs to look like it is. Okay. So you get, let me trim off like the pieces that are just sticking out. And okay, I don't mind if it's a bit feathery, but stuff like here, you can see it's really uneven. So I'm gonna have to trim it down. Sorry, this will be a quiet sewing stream today. It's very relaxing. Even the music is very relaxing based. And we're just gonna trim the inside of the shorts a little bit as well, so that they don't puff out as much. It's just the excess that you can trim away. As long as you don't go across the the sewing line. I've seen recently some people have started taking notice of tennis plushies on Twitter. And I don't know if they're serious about asking for a commission. I really do want to open commissions after I finish my list of VTubers though. Just told them, they said as long as it's not marketable should be fine. Oh great. I'm so glad they know. If you could also ask them, would they want me to send it over to them? Because I'm open to it, but I would ask whether they are willing to cover shipping. And you know, if they don't want to, that's perfectly fine. I will start a plushie fund. I'll start a plushie fund in chat for people to help me pay for shipping. So I could send stuff over. It's going to take, I'm sorry, I'm taking you like their marketing rep. So, or if they're willing to just come on stream and listen to me talk about how I want to do it, they can also just come on now and just let me talk to them quietly. Basically it will take about, so Crony, I'm trying to get Crony done as soon as possible because I want to take a very short break, maybe like a week or so, and then I'll be able to get to that. Plus Crony, right now I'm estimating that to do all of his stuff is maybe gonna take me this week, and then I'll be okay, Lamp, have a good shower, bye bye. It's gonna take me about probably the whole of this week and maybe one more week just to get everything settled for him. Like clawing. Bleh. Bye, Baker. Have a good night. Thank you so much for coming. I hope we get more of your puns next time. A good night. Good night. yeah, so Necronival is probably gonna take me another week to do up. Another week to finish all of his accessories. I could rush it probably, but I just want to make sure everything is like settled for him. So his shorts, his clothing, his arms are gonna be a whole nother challenge. I need to make a whole bunch of eyeballs. Worst case, it takes me 2 weeks. Best case, another 1 week. He's taking me very, very long to do. Even though I love working on him, whenever I'm stressed and I can't concentrate on things, I just pull him out and I'll start working on his stuff. I need like a whole day just to do Necronival stuff. After him, I'm gonna take a short break. Probably too close to the line. Probably a week or so of just no plushie making, just so I can relax. Maybe focus on cosplay stuff. And then once the week is done, I'll move on to the plushie winner's design. And just looking at the design just off the bat, I think maybe it'll take me 3 weeks, because luckily the clothing is not as complicated as this. Still very pretty, still very beautiful. Not as complicated as this one though, so it's not so bad. Yeah. Getaway thread. Tenny gonna leave us? No, I'm not gonna leave. I'm just gonna take a break from plushie making for maybe a week just to rest my hands. Maybe focus on. I've got some cosplay stuff at the back I need to finish up as well. That's been sitting there since forever. I've been slacking on it. I really need to get it done. I've got so many things planned for it. I need to get it done before the end of the year. And it might actually take me until the end of the year to finish, just because it's a lot. I'll still be here. I'll still make a stream. I probably will take breaks after every very difficult plushie. The simpler ones are not so bad. There are times, when I'm making plushies, that I feel bad making them, because I'm by no means a professional. Not yet, at least. I don't feel like I've gotten good enough to start selling them, which is why I want to wait to finish up all the VTuber lists before I actually open up commissions for plushies. Because I still feel like I'm lacking in a lot of areas for plushie making. I feel like my stitches aren't good enough, that like some certain places I can do it better. Like it's very messy below. It's messy where people can't see, but as a professional, you should try and keep it neat as well. So I still feel like I'm not all there, and sometimes I feel really bad when I'm making plushies. Like, oh, this isn't looking as good as I wanted it to, or this doesn't feel like it's accurate, or maybe I should stop here and just give up. All my usual paranoid, social anxious thoughts. Tenny by now. I'm like. You know how I feel about those sorts of things. But then I always stop. Tenny's not leaving us. Crisis over. I'm never gonna leave you guys. I promise. As long as I can help it, I'm not leaving. But then I look at the fact that I was able to come this far and create like this much of everything, and I feel a little less sad. I think a lot of people, when they do stuff, when they do projects, right? They're always gonna compare to their last milestone. So, like for example, if you got up to like 50% of something done, you took a break, you came back to it, and then you started doing it again, and you only got maybe 10%. You're only gonna look at that 10%, right? You're only gonna look at that, oh, this is how much progress I made from the last of where I was. It's so little progress. That's nothing at all. Like, what am I doing? But then they forget that they already made 50% of progress. So actually they've made 60% of progress so far. My sharp scissors. That's amazing that they managed to create something from nothing, right? Because all projects, they start from absolute nothing. Start from absolute zero. If Tenny is leaving me to climb the tower to make a wish for Tenny to stay. Oh, that's so sweet. It's kind of evenish. Not fully evenish. I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere at all, I promise. Let me see. Yep, this is roughly where I want it to be. Maybe let me just count and measure 2, 4, 6, 8. Kind of goes a bit further. All right. Okay, that's roughly where I want everything to be. So I'm not gonna make the big cut. They said they need more info before jumping to saying yes. I'm not sure what info to give. I guess the info I can give is I make VTuber plushies. And you know, they're a raffle winner. They won because of course you very lovely Silfern volunteered them for it. So my plushies will take at least maybe 3 weeks to make, depending on design, maybe more if it's more complicated. I'm doing this for fun. I'm doing this for fun right now. I would love to be able to send the plushies over. I'm just gonna send them a channel. Okay. So do you want to tell me when they're listening? Cause they don't need to reply. They don't need to feel pressured to reply in chat or anything. I don't want to put pressure on anybody. Hang on, let me concentrate on this cut because this is a very important cut that I need to make right now. And if I mess it up, I'm gonna have to start over on this part, and I really don't want to. Okay, we made the cut. We made it. We made that. No, it's alright. They're live right now, to be honest. Oh, I see. I'm so sorry. No worries. In fact, the fact that you're able to talk to them is amazing. Okay, you can see that how uneven stuff is. Honestly. Well, actually, it's not so bad. I thought it was really uneven, but actually, it's not that bad. Just the way I'm holding it is crooked. Actually, no, that's fine. Hello, Nabe. Hello. So for VTuber plushies, and this is what I'm gonna say for everybody who ends up getting a VTuber plushie, is that what am I gonna say? I've forgotten. So hello, Nabe. Very nice to see you as well. Nabe, another one coming up on the VTuber plushies. Coming soon. After we say. I've got that full model with me. If they so happen, if you happen to have a back view of your model, I would really appreciate that. It helps a lot. But if you don't, that's okay. I will make creative educational guesses on what the back of your model looks like. Oh, Nabe, I must ask you a very, very important question right now that determines the fate of your plushie. Is Nabe still here, or have they gone? Nabe, are you still around? I may have answered. All right. So, Nabe, booty or no booty? Do you want a butt on your model? Do you want to have curves? You're gonna see Nabe's buns. I leave it to you. Cronia decided to give a butt because you know he's a fanboy VTuber. He's very okay with this sort of thing. I've looked at his fan art guides. He's okay with like being portrayed as a bit curvy. Nabe, do you want a butt? For most other VTubers, I probably won't give them butts. I can always message the VTuber and ask like, do you want a butt on your plushie? Because if you do, that's $50. I know. It's $50 extra for buttons. Yeah, I have a butt. Why not? Alright, I will give you a butt. When I do your plushie, I will give you a butt. When I do Chimpanzee's plushie, if and when, I will also give them a butt. My current list is out right now. I'm sticking to that list. I do have a list of VTubers I plan. Baker, you're supposed to be asleep. Thank you for the pepper silver. Baker, gonna sleep. It's late. Yeah, Baker, he woke up. They woke up because of the Baker. I need the biggest implants. Yeah, thanks. So, okay. Right now, I do have my list of VTubers. Bye-bye, Silver. Good night. Sleep well. I do have a list of VTubers that I want to create plushies for, of course, cronies on that list. Rise, Nabe, Bakery was mentioned. It's not my fault. Crony, Rise, Nabe, Lucian, Kuramiya as well. She's coming out of a new model. Super excited to get that into a plush. We do not sleep when 10 is live. No, you definitely should sleep. Please sleep. Thank you, Baker, for the 100 bits. Thank you so much. But please do go and sleep. If you do need to sleep, please go and sleep. But thank you so much for the 100 bits. It really means a lot. Every 100 bits, I give a plushie a butt. Every 100 bits, a plushie gets a booty. He gets a new bakery. He gets a baker. Only from Baker. As long as it's from Baker, they get they get buns. So you just paid for Nabe's buns, so Cherry. 100 bytes, save a butt. Yeah. Let me get back. Let me say what I need to say. What I need to give. No, you don't. Go and sleep. Only from Baker, Arcade Meteorite. Only from Baker and you. And every 100 bits gets a plushie a booty. Oh, do I give the shark a booty? Do I give Rise a butt? I think I can do it. I need to ask Rise if she's comfortable with me giving her a butt. Yeah, so I have my list of current VTubers are out that I'm gonna do for the plushie making. But thank you so much, Meteorite. Thank you, but you don't know. Everyone's jump. Oh, they jump. Everybody jumps when bits happen. Oh, that's so cute. Thank you so much for the bakery fun. Chimpanzee. That's. Thank you so much, Chimpanzee, for the 888 bits. Happy CNY right back. And oh, that's so generous. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot. It's I know people just say, Tane, why are you freaking out over like just 100 bits? Look, 100 bits, 88 bits, 888, 1,000. Anything that people give to chat is make. Okay. Oh no, Baker. Thank you, Baker. Again. This is not a competition, by the way. Please, I have had people do competitions on bits. You don't need to do competitions on bits. I appreciate every single bits from 1 to 1,000 to 100 to 888. They're all really nice. They all contribute back to this channel. They all contribute back to the plushies. Like Crony special bow material was not cheap. Okay, it wasn't that bad. But I did buy this special material. I bought this special satin blue and pink and purple to make this plushie. So know that all your bits went back into this, and also it went back into it went back into it went back. Necronival, I'm sorry, I'm gonna squeeze your butt on stream. So it went back into the booty of the Necronival. Bitties for the booties. Thank you for the. It's not a competition, but do 10,000. Baker, you should be asleep. You're not in your right mind right now. You should go and rest. But thank you so much for. Thank you guys. You guys are so. Wait, is there another? Oh, we reached our bit goal of 5,000. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, Baker. Thank you, Chimpanzee. Thank you, the I never miss people. Meteor, thank you, Meteor. Yes, Meteor, I did give. Train level 2. Oh, it doesn't pop up anything for me on this place. I don't know if I need to click something for the hype train, but I'm not sure. But thank you so much, everyone. Who knew that all I needed was to talk about booties? There's 10 booties worth. We need to fund the booties. Yes, you funded Nabe's booty. You Meteorite, please. Thank you so much. We funded. You know what, Meteorite, just for you. I wasn't gonna say this. So let me finish this sentence before I move on. I have the list of VTuber plushies out. We've established that. I've said that multiple times. But I already have in mind a list of VTubers that I want to do for the next round of plushies. So again, these will be VTubers that I do because I really admire them, because I really, really like them, because I think their designs are really, really good. They're not as like, the first round is all the Oshis, right? All the Oshis that are very close. The second round is VTubers that I really like, or VTubers that I really enjoy the design of. And maybe I'm not confirming or denying anything. Maybe a certain monkey is on that list. Maybe. Maybe. Okay? Maybe a certain monkey with now very, very big cheeks is gonna be on that list. Right? But you still can put him in the raffle. You still can put the people in the raffle because that list is not out yet. If they do get a raffle position, then they'll take the raffle position and I'll replace them with somebody else on the list. Would you still love me if I was a worm? Do you want me to make you a worm plushie? A bunny worm plushie, just a worm with bunny ears. Actually, I'm already starting practice because Crony has these bunny ears. So I've already started practicing bunny ears. My cheeks, what if Mama Pansy sees this? Mama Pansy raised a cheek loving. I don't know where I'm going. Mama Pansy didn't raise somebody who was afraid of showing their cheeks, is all I'm gonna say. Mama Pansy didn't raise a fearful cheek loving child. Monkey? I don't know. Where's my thread? Let me pick up my. Oh no, where's my Ito. If you get to flaunt it, Mama Pansy probably so wise. Now, babe, how big do your butt? How big do you want your butt to be? Because people have been generously giving to the butt funds. So I have a lot of what are you doing here? You should be in this bin. I have a lot of implants. I saw it a while ago. My needle came back out. As you can see, my junk, my little box of stuff, my little box of a random jade piece. I think this is for rolling. I'm not sure. This was a part that snapped off my machine. These are tweezers, and this is just a bunch of random thread that I'm gonna put in the plushie stuffing pile. And there's my needle. Jade. I don't think it's real. We just had these jade rollers for, I think, for rolling things. I don't think this is real jade. If it is, then I'm really afraid. There's a lot of fake jades. There's a lot of fake jade out in the market right now. If you have jade, it's best to make sure it's certified or it's tested. I actually have a jade bangle on me. I'm not gonna show it off because I don't want to. I'm not gonna show it off too much. I do have a jade bangle, and we did go and get it tested, and luckily it is real jade because it was passed down by my relatives. So if it wasn't real, we'd be really sad. But we had a bunch of stuff that wasn't real. You know, jade, very popular over here. Very popular here, very hard to find in the post-apocalypse. Big or small nowadays, buns are the perfect size. Small bun is good. Alright, I will give you small bun. I will give the bunny small buns. I will ask permission from VTubers first for most of them. The ones that I think would be okay with it is quite obvious. Like Necronival, I think he's fine having buns because he's okay with like fan art being a bit more out there. So I wanted to give him buns because I thought it really suited his personality. His personality is buns. But for most other VTubers, the ones that are, I think, a bit more conservative, is that the right word? Or a bit less into being like sexualized, I will ask, do you want a booty? Like, I mean, Vella's very pretty, but I don't think she's like a booty plushie, you know? Some plushies are booty plushies, others are not booty plushies, and they are all beautiful. They're all beautiful. All buns and all non-buns are beautiful. Good night, Baker. Finally, Baker, go and sleep. I got emo from Hype Train now. Okay, go and sleep. Go and get some good rest. Thank you so much for coming to stream. Chimpanzee, go and eat well. Eat well for your lunch. Okay, thank you everybody for coming on the stream. We're not done yet. I will maybe go for another hour of just trying to sew this on. So it's nice 2-hour stream for everyone. What? gotten a bit more comfortable making random noises on stream. I was watching myself a lot in the beginning. Like, okay, you can't make weird random noises on stream to fill the silence. But I like when I'm alone, I like making random noises. Like, one of the ones that I do is thank you for the mini me. The mini me is. Don't night. Go eat well, chimpanzee. Meteorite doesn't want you to eat, chimpanzee. They want you to go and sleep right now. I will test it for you. Give the jade to me, Teddy. You know what? Start a whole. Give me a reason to make a plushie for you, and then I'll send the jade with the plushie. For obvious reasons, this is a joke. I can't be held legally liable for this. I guess it is my jade now because the sewing machine is mine. The sewing machine belonged to an older relative of mine that did pass away. That did move on. And for a while, it was just left alone. To be fair, they didn't really use it much at all, as well as they got older. And I didn't realize I'd be into sewing stuff, so I was a bit hesitant on taking it on as my own. But it had nowhere to go, and it seemed like a shame to throw it away. Especially in the apocalypse, we gotta recycle here. So I took it, I snuck it onto my spaceship, and it survived the crash. That's why it's a little bit wonky, but it survived the crash. If it's not real, I'll return it to you. If not, to what are you gonna do with it, meteorite? Don't you have enough precious metals as is? You are a meteorite. You are a star. You are a cosmic space rock. By the way, chat, if you would give me suggestions for what you want to see behind doors, because I want to do a version of the the videos. There's 2 doors, you choose one and decides your fate. Give me suggestions on what you want to see behind doors. Can we mine them? Can you mine meteorite? Well, that's a question for meteorite. Can people mine you for your precious minerals? Yeah, give me suggestions. I want to see behind doors. And there was one more thing I wanted to ask suggestions about, but I don't remember. I don't remember at this point in time, unfortunately. I'm literally a fireball. But underneath that fireball is a rock full of precious meteorite. Have you guys seen meteorite? It's really nice. It's a weird feeling metal. It's like unlike any kind of metal you've felt before. It's like quite dense. I will spoil it a little bit. I do have relatives that run like these kind of mineral crystal places, so I have been around a lot of crystals in my life. I've been around meteorite. I've been around the salt crystals everybody loves to put in their homes. Don't do that if you live in a humid environment, by the way. Salt crystals are nice, but in a humid environment they can sort of erode and then cause a lot of problems. The alternative to that, I'm gonna sound like a new age specialist. The alternative to that is cellunite. Cellunite. I can't pronounce it. It's a white crystal that kind of looks like salt, but it's good with humid tempered environments. Bye now. At my link now. Selenite. Yes, that's the one. Selenite. Selenite is if you want to have like the same effects, quote unquote. Like if you're into crystals, you want to have the same effects. Look, yeah, I don't judge anyone for what they believe in as well, as long as you aren't like using it as a as a substitute for actual medical advice or stuff like that. I'm fine with people believing what they want to believe. I do have some belief in these sort of things, but also be smart about it. Don't join a cult. Don't think that okay, this thing is gonna clear my life. It's not gonna cure your life. You still gotta put in your hard work. And let's see. So okay. I'm going to have to semi dress the doll. Mm, I know, it feels like I'm putting diapers on. I love crystals called sparkly. Yes, buy now. Link to Kuno. Rock is cool. Rock cool. Cool rock worth appreciation. Do you guys want to see one of my coolest rocks? Because I don't have that many, but I do keep a few. This is an amethyst skull. It's a little bit broken on the edge, but I like it. It's a little amethyst skull that I have in my room. I do have a bigger one. A little bit dusty because I haven't dusted properly. This is a agate skull. Cool, right? My relatives got it for me as a little present because I was an edgy child. I like it. It's fun. It's cool. It looks impressive, but it's not. It's not actually like mega expensive. It's just ugly. It's really common. I need dust. I need dust over here. I need dust in my room. What beast did you take them from? I took them from other VTubers who didn't let me make plushies of them. I took them from the VTubers. They were small VTubers. I said, let me make a plushie of you. They said, no, I'm too shy. And as revenge, Why all skulls? I was an edgy child. I like the look of like skulls. So I use skulls. Let me try and pin this properly. I need to find a way to pin this down to his body. Let me let me move all this stuff away so it's a little bit less messy. Ah. It's all very messy. Yeah, I like skulls. I was just an edgy child. Yeah, pinning down Crony's pants. I'm so glad that my dolls move more stuff out of the way, more junk. I'm so glad that my dolls aren't voodoo dolls because I pin a lot of stuff down on them. And it would not be pleasant. Not be pleasant at all. Need to cover up his butt. I'm not so worried so much about the middle connecting, honestly, because there's gonna be another sort of band that comes down here and connects everything. So I'm actually okay with it being a bit loose. I'm gonna have to. So what's gonna happen is eventually this will be pulled upwards and there'll be like a. I'm trying to visualize it right now and make sure that it actually looks correct. So you can see there's like a black ribbon that comes across and just wraps everything around. Actually, I do have a black ribbon, so let me pin him down. Let me pin the pants down. And then I will put up everything together. As an edgy child, what's your theme song? Oh, anything by Evanescence. That's how you know I was like the really emo edgy child. It's because I love listening to Evanescence, and Within Temptation was also really good. I thought they were the same person for a bit because they look really similar, and they have met up, and I think they're friends, but they are two different people. Alright, it's gonna kind of pin something like this. It's gonna flare out a bit, which is what I want. I'm old school, I'm from the old era of when emo truly meant something. Okay, so it kind of makes a really nice skirt. Ronnie, why couldn't you have just worn a skirt? This would have been so much easier. So I'm just gonna use this scrap cloth to just test what it's gonna look like. Evanescence, let's go! I mix up their songs a lot as well. Evanescence, so Within Temptation, I believe, is the one that did the very famous My Immortal song. I'm going under. Evanescence. I need to remember the songs because they did have a lot of overlap. I have like a vague memory of what the songs are. It's good that you can't see what I'm looking at right now because I'm basically just like pinning the pants on between his legs. If it makes anyone uncomfortable, look away. Evanescence. I need to look at the song list again so I can just like flash back to what other songs that I used to listen to. Let me look up. Let me just Google it really quickly because we have Google in the post-apocalypse. Evanescence, songs. They did a few really popular. Oh no, Evanescence is the one that did My Immortal. Wait, then what did Within Temptation do? Within Temptation, they did Angels. Oh yeah, they did Memories. Evanescence did My Immortal. Oh, Everybody's Full. I love Lithium. Lithium was my go-to jam back in the day. Hi Vietcong. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Skirts can't contain all the booties very well. That's true. It's a little bit like he's wearing a diaper right now. So in the end, it will be. Imagine this is black. This is just to test. It'll be like this. It'll be like yeah, it'll be something like this. I guess I should have made this a little bit. Hello Goody. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to figure out his pants right now. I don't want to cover my hard work over here, so I'm gonna try and like make it a bit higher. The way it goes in, it'll be something like this. This is the prototype. This is like what it hopefully will end up looking like. This is how a lot of people do test plushies. It's just like wrapping stuff around stuff. It's like, okay, I think this looks fine. I think it doesn't look that great now, but it will look fine. It will look better. And because I've pinned it, I now know that I need to probably bring this part a little bit lower, so that there's a bit more space for me to work with it. Pin it down again. Please look away if you don't like needles going into plushie bodies. And I'm also gonna bring this a little bit lower, and you will get to see a little bit of his booty, just a little bit. All right. I know it doesn't look like much now, but I will in a bit. I think I'm happy with where this is at. So I will probably, or should I bring it a little bit lower? Let's see, it's supposed to have a little bit of a belly button showing. And the black is gonna kind of overtake this part. So I don't mind bringing it like quite low, because there is another piece of cloth that's gonna go on top here down his middle. Maybe if the string was thinner. Yeah, I will get in. This is just prototyping. This is just like scrap cloth. I'm not gonna use this. Don't worry. I've got you. I'm not gonna use this. I do actually have, I can show you guys black string. Drawer of like string and stuff. I do have this black over here. It does fold out to be a bit bigger, but I'm just gonna keep it folded, and I'm just gonna use it as the string here down the middle. So I just look at my these are called the bias tape. These are all bias tape. They're usually meant to go along the edge of something, and they finish it off so that it's straight. But for our purposes, we're gonna use it as the strap. I realize you can curse us by putting pins in our body. Oh, thank you for the Nabe. Thank you, Goody. Thank you. I hope it looks good so far. You can curse us by putting pins in your body. Only if I make a plushie of you, and then you'll have a plushie of yourself. So win, right? You get cursed, but you also get a plushie version of yourself. Isn't that good? There's my pencil. Yes, so I'm gonna just mark like roughly how much I'm gonna sew in. So it's gonna be about this low. So you might see a little bit of his butt. The back, right? I've got to estimate what the back is gonna look like actually. So I'm gonna have the black string come up probably into here. And then this entire part is gonna be covered, because if you actually look at his full design, you can see that he actually does have this little bit of cloth that comes down on the side of his leg. You can see it's a cloth that comes down. So I suspect that the back of his design is just like fully all the way long. And I'm gonna have to do a bit of guesswork on how to do that. Hang on. Nothing can be truly free. Yeah, if you want a plushie, you also gotta deal with the pains of me pinning it down. Let me drink some water. So what I'm gonna do, and I think that will be a good like milestone for this stream, is just to show everything down here. And I'll be using a ladder stitch so that all this like this fray, you won't see it. If I can properly string it up. Yeah, but you know, well, for following the streams free and watching streams is like, yes. Oh, let's wait until I put it into subscriber only mode. No, I won't do that. I will never do that. As well, Shinabe, while you're here as well, if there's any like special stuff you want me to pay attention to for your plushie, please do let me know. There's only so much I can do because ads. Oh no, ads. Is ads going on? Oh, it's okay. Yeah. There's only so much I can do for plushies. I will say, because I also am doing it for free. There's not like I can't do super elaborate stuff for commissions. Okay, there's a monetary incentive. For free, I can only do as much as I can handle. That's the honest truth. I trust your vision, your peak. So I will give you bunch, I'll give you booty. And then I will also... Oh wait, I forgot to turn on the light. I forget I can turn on the light. Ta-da! Now it's brighter. Whoops. And it nearly fell. Facts. Oh, your guys are so nice. If there are special things you like though, like okay, you want to focus on the eyes. No, I'll see if I can focus more on the eyes. If you want to put stuff on like caveat, like hey 10A, the flashback. I'm sorry. If you want to say hey 10A, don't hold me upside down on stream by the legs and sew my pants in on stream. That can also be a request. Because this is actually before I do this, let me just cut a little. No, it's fine. I won't cut it. It might be a bit bulky at the top. And actually, let me see. This is how you decide stuff. You just decide stuff on the fly while you're sewing. If it's gonna be like this, then yeah, it's gonna be a bit bulky. So I'm just gonna like cut a bit off the top, just so it's less bulky when it sews under. This is not professionally done. This is on a whim. I'm gonna do it. I'm trying not to cut my thread in the process. Blow that away. Over here as well. Just gonna try and cut a little bit of the top away, just so it isn't so bulky when it gets sewn down. and I'll see if I can cut more when it's under. How was New Year's? New Year's was fun. I played a lot of games. Hello, hello. Did I miss someone? No light because we buried the light. I get a reference. Oh wait, I was talking about like the childhood songs that I used to be emo next to. I love Lithium. I love Lithium by Evanescence. I would sing it all the time as I lithium. It was really emo. It was really very emo. Tene had like a whole emo phase. It's still I still think I'm in an emo phase. Still like stuff that's a little bit dark or a little bit scary. But it wasn't that for New Year's. New Year's was bright and cheery, and we played mahjong, and I won $25 from mahjong, so that was good. A little bit extra in the bank, so I can afford to travel. Oh no, there's a knot. There's a knot in my plush. Let me see if I can loosen it. If not, then I'll just have to live with it. I pull it through the material. Okay, it is workable. It is a workable knot. 10A wins in gambling. I'm not setting gambling as a precedent for all of you to start gambling. By the way, that's not the point of the story. Please do not gamble. Okay. Let me just slow this down so I can see what I'm working. Can you guys see? I'm hitting the mic. I'm very close to the mic now. I hope this is alright. Julian will be proud. Gambling is not the point of the story. But mahjong is very, very fun. I really like playing mahjong. It's a good brain activity, I think, because it's not just like fully luck. You do have to think a bit about how you're gonna form certain patterns and stuff. This is a bit messy. You can see like it's a bit messy. This thing. I'm trying to keep it straight. I'm trying to keep the curve. Actually, let me turn it this way, so maybe it's a bit easier for me to see. The curve of the skirt straight. Skirt, the pants. Keep hitting the mic. Baxies. Hello, Spacey. Are you still working today, Spacey? Is this your work hours? Thank you for the hydrate. I will need to get water in a sec. Actually, why don't we make this the perfect time? Let me go and get some water. We'll take a short break, and then I'll continue trying to sew this line. I don't know how well it's gonna turn out. Beginner praise, pro do possibility calculations. Okay, we'll be right back. And I'm gonna get some water because Goody has very, very nicely reminded me that I do need to drink. So I'll be right back. You guys do what you gotta do to entertain yourself. hello everyone. I'm back. Wait, I need to put on my armor. It's been really cold lately over here. Colder than usual. So, I've just been wearing arm warmers a little bit more often. Hello everyone. I'm back. I've hydrated. I've got my water. Back with sewing the pants and trying to get them to look right. You know the issue with Crony. I'm gonna start going there. The issue with Crony, as a person, no. Issue with this model for plushie making is that it's sexy. I won't deny it. It's a very sexy, cute model, and that can be really hard to translate into plushies. Honestly, can I tell you guys something that is a little bit adult. It's a little bit adult. It's not that adult, honestly. So like it's a little bit adult. Is that I want to do you see my list, right? I want to do Kuromia Lucian into a plushie. I'm kind of debating, and these are the questions that plushie makers ask themselves: is do I try to do her chest is part of the plushie? Like, do I try to give the plushie a chest to make it a bit more accurate? Because it is like a part of her design. I know, right? Why wear pants though? It's such a... It's... wear pants if you like pants. But her chest is like a part of her design. It's part of her whole model. And it's, I feel like it is kind of integral. But like, how do you give a plushie a chest? You gotta figure that out. And you know, how do I make it respectful? Because I want to be respectful. But these are the sort of weird questions that plushie makers sometimes have to ask themselves. Like, yeah, do I give the plushie a chest? Do I give the plushie a booty? Hello, sorry everybody. I had people just suddenly come into my room. You guys didn't hear any of that, right? We're just talking about stuff. I'm sorry. They came in very suddenly. I live with relatives. Sometimes they just come in and they gotta ask me for stuff. But it's alright. But alright. I think I just reflexively turned off everything. It's okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. They don't know I'd Vtube. Even with this entire setup, right? My screens are dark enough that they don't know. They don't know what I'm doing. They just think it's normal gamer stuff. I'm trying to get this like a straight, nice curve, and it's a little bit hard because of like where the stitches are. I might go over it again. Give another stitch. Sorry, I think that's the first time we've been interrupted on stream though. I want to go eat breakfast. Go and get breakfast. Go and eat, goodie. Good, you're definitely going to eat. Go and eat. Go and enjoy your food. Go and as the young kids say, go mukbang. Is that what all the young ones are saying? Go and enjoy some mukbang of your food. Pull this through. Don't snap it. It's just like doing surgery on screen. It's really hard to like get you guys to see like what exactly I'm doing. The thread might snap here just because it's not going through the cloth cleanly. Yeah, it's not coming through. Because there's a tiny knot in here that I'm trying to get through the thread. It's not doing it very nicely. Oh wait, it did come true a little bit. Alright. Well, alright, it did come true. I'm hopping over from the red. Hello, Tanya, how have you been? Hello, Slimes. I've been alright. How have you been? How's your day going? We're still doing Crony Plushie. In post-apocalypse, privacy is rare. Yep, it's rare. They don't know they actually live in a post-apocalypse. Yeah, I'm just talking to the voices in my head. I think there are people interrupting me. Really, it's just me interrupting myself. Right? That's the story. Is that Tanya is actually slowly going insane. Even you guys don't really exist. Oh no. Okay. Like a line, like I get smooth-ish line. I'm struggling with Leo Crony Plush as always. He's giving me a little bit of trouble. He's trying to pull the camera and everything. Let me try and zoom in on the area that I'm working on so you guys can see it a little bit better. Wake up, says Navi. I'm trying, but this is such a nice dream. I don't want to wake up from it ever. I never want to wake up from this dream. It's so nice. Everyone here is so nice. Can I just stay asleep forever? Got more pins in. I think that will help. More pins will help. The only issue about ladder stitch is sometimes you gotta like roll it in manually. Don't look away if you don't like needles. Look away if you don't like needles. I gotta like tuck the edge in. This is sewing a very awkward part on stream today. Who said it was a good breakfast? Fine, have a amazing breakfast. Have the best breakfast you've ever gonna have, such that no breakfast will ever compare. Come back with your space brownies. Yes, that would be so sad. What would be so sad? Oh, that me in apocalypse with nobody just going crazy. It's alright. At least I have this beautiful dream to help tide me over while I'm in the apocalypse. I got the dream of meeting all of you guys. You know, for a little while I wasn't so lonely. This is not again. Okay, don't give me trouble. So you can see how slow sewing sometimes takes. Like it takes a takes quite a bit to get everything settled into the right places. And sometimes you have to go over it twice. Spacey makes amazing tricks. I think it's gonna be amazing in the bunker. The bunker smells like cinnamon rolls and chocolate thanks to Spacey. Did you see the cinnamon rolls they posted in the Discord? It looks really good. We do have a Discord, by the way, for anybody who isn't there yet. You know, you can come and hang out, post up your art stuff, just chat to people. It's a little bit quiet. I need to do more community stuff. I want to do more community nights soon. It's just been super busy. And I want to get Crony Plush done so I can move on with my life. I like working on Crony Plush, but I do wanna, when it's the artist favor. You enjoy working on one thing, but you kind of want to move on to something else as well, because that's where the fun is. The fun is in creating new stuff. Roll this in. See why it's a little bit stuck. Just take off this top part so it's not so bulky. You're not getting tucked in neatly. It's okay. I can fix that in post. I can fix all of this in post. Crony's causing issues. Crony's causing trouble. Not. Okay. The issue with this is it has to be a little bit even. I'm really bad at doing things symmetric. I'm trying to pull these threads right so that they appear how I want them to. Which is so far like this. That's not so bad. Especially because the thing is gonna come down here. I could make this a little bit lower, maybe. It's gonna cover up this part. It's gonna come down to the back, and then I guess the belly button will be around here. Everything has to be sort of a little bit compressed because of I'm not working with a ton of space. Unfortunately, I could have made him even bigger, but that would cause his own self problems. So I'm trying to compress everything down into this very, very tiny space. Some details are probably gonna be cut. I think his clothing is gonna come up to his ribs. That's just me, this is me theorizing. This is me trying to figure everything out. This even, kind of. Even enough. I wish there was a way I could sew faster, like just show you the exciting stitches on screen. I don't know what an exciting stitch actually is. And handcrafting stuff, it just takes time. There's really no way to like go fast. What other VTubers do you want me to maybe see, and if I like them, I might just put them on the list that I wanted to without having to do a whole raffle of them. Yeah, I've been looking at Chuti's design. Chuti's a zombie, not a zombie. She's a monster decora VTuber. I don't watch her stream, but her design is really really cute. So I've been thinking about it for quite a while. Oops. Oh, don't knock me. Don't give me a knot over here. Okay. What's the hardest part to make so far of Crony's plush? So far, I mean, every part has its own difficulties. I guess I enjoyed making the eyes the most, so they were difficult, but they weren't hard because I really liked it. Maybe his bow. His bow has been a little bit of a pain. Trying to get everything like in the right position. He's so big you can't even really fully see him. But his bow, I'm kind of putting off making all the eyeballs. He has a bunch of eyeballs that are all over him that I need to eventually sit down and just make hundreds and hundreds of them. I'm dreading that a little bit. I don't know why. Maybe just because it's gonna be a bunch of repetitive stuff that I need to do for eyeballs, and also like getting all the irises properly set in. I've enjoyed actually, for as much as I've complained about how difficult it has been to make Brownie's plushie because it's just so detailed. I am having fun. I am having fun doing this. I wouldn't be doing this if I wasn't having fun. I just like to complain. So if I get to make your plushie, don't worry if I'm complaining a lot. Just know that it's because I'm having a lot of fun making a plushie. Like a challenge. But I do look forward to the simpler plushies that I'm gonna get to do after Crony's done. Maybe his ribs. His ribs weren't that easy to make because they were really tiny. But they were so interesting. I didn't actually hate them that much. I wish I had made it so that it was able to sort of push in a little bit more so that the hole actually, you kind of see that it does go in, but I wish I had made it a little bit more, a bit more ambitious. It's actually bigger than the first one I made. I did make a prototype heart gap, see how it would look, and it was too small, so I had to make a bigger one. Just roll stuff in. Sorry, you guys can't see because it's off camera. I love the ladder stitch because it leaves these invisible seams. You don't actually see them. It's not the neatest, of course. I'm probably gonna go over it one more time with another stitch just to make sure that it's curved in smoothly. No, it's not so bad so far. I just want to get everything like hemmed down so it's easier for me. Oh, when I actually do the full thing. I'm so glad that chimpanzee say they don't have as much clothing on them. It'll be a bit easier. I like doing clothes, don't get me wrong. They're fun, but they're hard. Cause you gotta figure out like, am I gonna actually make a tiny clothes like, you know, Vella's jacket was just a big jacket scaled down, or am I going to like do something a bit funky and try and like create them on top of the body like I'm doing with Crony right now. And Crony's clothes were so complicated that I decided, yeah, he's gonna have to belong on top of his model. Might stop it soon as well because I do need to eat a little bit just to tide me over until dinner. Ow. Freaked myself off stream. Okay. This is what we've got so far. Let's Let's see. So when the ribbon comes, it'll kind of puff up like this. It'll puff up like this. And maybe I won't even sew down the middle part. I'll just have the black thread coming down and making it all stick together. I'm not sure yet. Let me zoom out a bit so it's easier to see. It's gonna have this all like puffy pant leg around. It doesn't look bad in the skirt though. I wanted to ask what's Mugenics. Mugenics is a game by Edmund Macmillan. It's a game about fighting with cats. I know his humor is a bit more risque though. So there's gonna be like poop jokes and stuff in there as well. If you don't like that sort of thing. There's like a lot of body humor. He's the one who made the Binding of Isaac. You know, Binding of Isaac has a lot of like poop and body humor stuff. Crude jokes. So if you don't like the sort of things, don't watch it. But I will be streaming it tomorrow. So it's my first time trying out the game. But I'm looking forward to it. And just having fun. Probably not the usual kind of games that I play on stream. Because it's not really cozy, it's more action roguelike. I hope you guys enjoy it. It looks like a fun game. From what I've seen so far, people have been praising it. I've talked to people who've played it. They say it's really good, it's really fun. So I'm really looking forward to trying it. Have you played Iron Lung? I've seen Iron Lung. I've seen people play. I feel like there's no point to me playing it now because it's a very sad story, right? Once you've seen it, you've kind of seen all playthroughs of it. You've seen one, you've seen all different playthroughs of it. But I've heard Markiplier, he made the movie on it, and I'm glad that inspired him. I've heard good things about the movie. I've heard some critique, but nothing like very harsh about it. I didn't have time to go and watch it. Maybe little on when it comes out. Hello, Smasher. Hello. Welcome to the stream. We are just sewing up the pants on our plushie, which is very slippery. It keeps trying to slip out my grasp. Yes, I watched the movie before playing. How did you find it after you played it? Did it live up to the expectation of the movie? It's quite psychological. We're just talking about Iron Lung. The game ends a movie. I'm glad that Markiplier was inspired enough to make a movie on it though. It's amazing. Hang on, there's some loose threads over here. See, this loose thread is bothering me. Kind of have like a skirt looking thing. Sorry if it's a bit hard to see what I'm doing on stream. Because we are the cronies. I need like a plushie holder. I need something that can hold the plushie and rotate it around so that I can like comfortably. Because you guys don't know, but it keeps threatening to slide this way just because the material is slippery and this table is smooth. It keeps threatening to slide away from me. So it takes a bit of like arm strength, not a lot, obviously. It takes a bit of arm strength to like get it down where I want it to be. So I have to make sure like the ladder stitches is then a bit close to the edge. You have to make sure that the fabric rolls out the right way so that you don't have like the edges poking out. I'm not sure if I explained it very well, but I just know like I have to sort of tuck fabric in whenever I have to pull a stitch tight. And I still might have to go across it one more time. Maybe I'll go across it with white thread and a needle so that it's a bit smoother. The game did give me some scares, but the movie has so much lore to it. I like to think the person in the game was was in a ship before Markiplier. Oh, I like that idea. That is like a Iron Lung is like a sequel to what happened to the person in the ship. I love the idea. I love when people theory craft. It's so cool. I might finish this up off screen just because I do need to go and eat. I haven't eaten yet for today. So this is like the halfway mark, and it is like perfectly at a time where I would stop. This is the halfway mark. I'm just gonna squeeze a few like loose threads I see poking out. Squeeze, cut. Yeah, I might go across it again just to make sure it's smooth. Right now, then I'm just gonna get everything settled down here. I think it'll be easier when I can hold it close to me, but putting it out this far to show you guys is a bit difficult just because the plushie is so slippery. By the way, he can't stand on his own. He's a bit too heavy. He just falls, but he's impressively tall. He feels like a baby. Thank you, Goody. I'm gonna send y'all to raid as I always do because I always want to try and raid someone. Let's see who is online today. Ooh, some people. I know Iron Mouse is online. I follow her, but yeah, it's just her that I'm following. Let's see. Swibby, Eggy Cats. Donathon, my cat will be a pirate. Oh, that's interesting. My cat will be a pirate. Art comes Dona Parasol Adia. Let's go and rate her. Or him. Or them. I don't know. Thank you so much for spending time attending today as well. His Crony Plush is really coming together. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna try and do like a bunch of stuff for him. Get all his like the main accessories done. And try and finish him within 2 weeks, or else it's gonna take way too long. Again, thank you everyone. Thank you for all those generous donations today. I'm gonna send you all the raid now. In 9 seconds. Please go and be nice. And what's our raid message? I guess our raid message is Plushy booty. Plushy booty is our raid message. Okay. Bye bye everyone. See y'all next time. If I can turn it off. Okay, goodbye everyone.